Welcome back, geeks. It's Richard Clark with the Easterner, and Easterner asks what we ask, and you answer. We're gonna go ask everyone what kind of gun reform, if any, they'd like to see and why. So let's go find out. Come on, everybody.
I guess I'd say at this point, I don't know. I don't know that gun reform is necessarily going to be the big solution that everybody wants it to be. I've kind of put a bit of thought into this, and I think we've got some bigger societal issues going on, and I think gun reform is just kind of a Band-Aid on a bullet hole type of solution. So I don't know that gun reform itself is necessarily going to be the solution we're looking for, but I think there are solutions we can work towards.
Awesome. Do you have any other solutions in mind, like you say, since you don't think gun reform may be the
I think
option?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, what we hear repeatedly from a lot of these guys is whether they were in actuality social loners or not, they felt like they were alone.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think a lot of this comes down to some of the, I guess, some of the underlying social implications of what it means to be lonely and what it means to feel like you're a part of something else, and even some of the more philosophical underpinnings of our society and culture regarding, relativism and, even some of these less collective, more individualistic mindsets. So, yeah.
I think in anything, maybe there just needs to be just kind of, they need to or I don't know, I think a good place to start would be to reform maybe just the process for how to get hold of a gun. I feel like it's a lot of places it's just way too easy. Just people can pick one up at a pawn shop and stuff like that. I think that's maybe not a good idea. It needs to be a little bit, I don't know, there has to be a little bit more of a process maybe that would help. I don't know, help make sure or try to make sure that guns don't fall into the hands of unstable people.
Absolutely.
I would like to see just a gun reform that doesn't allow guns like that. Hunting guns, I totally get, where you can shoot one bullet at a time, but guns where you can shoot so many bullets at a time, that should definitely not be something that you can access. I think that should be only for military purpose. I don't know why anybody else would want a gun like that, you know?
That's a hard question. I don't believe in taking away anything from somebody, and it is in our Bill of Rights. However, I would never own a gun myself. So I'm kind of on the fence, or I'm in a spot of I won't take them away if you won't force them at me. So I'm kind of ambivalent in the sense of I'm not gonna advocate to get rid of your guns, and I'm not gonna advocate to get rid of to keep them.
Personally, my take is that we don't need gun reform. We need a better way to help people who have mental illnesses, like the shooter that was at Florida. From what I heard, this may not be true, he had a mental illness that wasn't taken care of and wasn't properly monitored, which led him to actually be able to get a gun from an undisclosed location and able to proceed with the shootings.
I would like it to be a lot more, a lot harder for people, the majority of people, to get guns and be able to carry them around, just so that everyone feels more safe when they're out, and that little kids don't have to worry about someone coming in with a gun.